and welcome to this month's Ask Aspire. We've got George Parapadakis back with us, our Research Director here at Aspire. Hi, George.
Hello there. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for joining. It's been a busy couple of months, hasn't it, for the analyst and consulting team at Aspire?
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, we've had obviously the update to our Aspire Leaderboard, which has been brilliant, and I know a lot of work has gone into it. I thought it'd be great just to spend a bit of time talking about that today. And firstly, focusing on key trends and themes that have come out of the woodwork while you have been analysing the vendors in the market.
Yeah, it's been very interesting to see how the market evolves and the leaderboard evolves to follow the market. So as the CCM-CXM market continues to change, one of the fundamental developments that we've seen this year prompted us to basically restructure the leaderboard grids. And what's driving that is the continuous blending of the boundaries across categories. The vendors are reshaping themselves in the market. So we have got pure software vendors, vendors who are hosting their own platform as a multi-tenant SaaS platform. We've got pure service providers. We've got service providers who also develop their own integration frameworks, bringing in best-of-breed components from other vendors. Providers who offer the framework as a hosted managed service, as well as pure CCM-CXM consultancies and outsourcers. So the line between the categories are blurred. Yeah. And what that means is that you have vendors that appear in multiple segments, right? And they cross over between the different categories. And what we've also seen is a drive for them to broaden the scope of the solutions that are offered with acquisitions, with integrations of complementary capabilities like video and analytics and AI, as well as an increase on the integrations to line of business systems, such as CRM or core banking or insurance systems. So bringing the CCM-CXM capabilities closer to the line of business users and more towards their native environment. So they're probably the two biggest trends that we've seen coming out of it.
Great. So yeah, lots of change to kind of take into account. And what about kind of the big changes to how users access and make the most of the leaderboard? Because that's had some change as well, hasn't it?
It has. And the fundamental behind the leaderboard is still the same. You still need to go to the leaderboard site and sign up with an account and log in to access it. But what's fundamentally different now is, rather than having a direct choice that says, are you looking for software vendors or are you looking for service providers, we have got the concept now of the different 5 grids. And over time, that might still change. The grids may change. We may end up with more grids, but that segmentation of the market I was talking about is reflected now in the different categories in the grid. And we have got 5 key grids on the leaderboard. We have got the any-prem CCM solutions, which is basically solutions that can be deployed on-premise or in a hosted cloud configuration, but the client owns, if you like, the deployed environment. The flip side of that is vendors who have got CCM solutions that are offered as a solution as a service, as a hosted platform that is managed directly by the vendor. So that's the kind of second category. And then we've got the traditional ECP category, which is all the post-composition downstream processing software to manage orchestration on input and output and print production or change the accessibility of the output stream, etc. Then we have a new category that we introduced called CXP, which is Communications Experience Platform.
Yeah.
And that focuses, it's still a very much a developing area, but what it's focusing on is on vendors who provide hosted managed platform solutions that combine traditional CCM capabilities with capabilities from adjacent fields, and going more towards the holistic CX experience. So it's not just composition, it's not just print management. You're starting to see things like personalized video coming into it, customer journey management coming into it, data analytics coming into it, integration with core platforms coming into it. So it's a category that's bringing both technology vendors and service providers into it, who are looking to extend the end-to-end capabilities that the platform offers, and to offer that as a hosted managed service. And finally, we have got the service providers grid, which covers print-orientated BPOs and solution integrators and consultancies, people who focus more on the services side. But again, that's a crossover space in its own right. So you'll see in the current grid, we have got some new service providers we've added, and by the end of the year, we will be merging the US service providers we added last year to the new ones from this year into one grid. So they're the main changes on the grid side. Other than that is usability things that we've added to the leaderboard, things like showing visually the market presence of individual vendors in terms of, you know, their position in the market for strengths and size. The key transition from where we were before is trying to make the leaderboard more consumable by business users. So and we do that by allowing them to define through filters what it is they want to see. So rather than the traditional, you know, static leaderboard that says that's the nature of the market, what we do is we allow business users to say, I'm interested in specific things. I'm interested in this geography. I'm interested in this capability. I'm interested in this market segment. I'm an SMB business. I'm not a very large organization. Show me the vendors that are relevant to me as a buyer. And as you select this criteria on any of the grids, you'll see that the positioning of the vendor changes dynamically, right? So at any point in time, the leaderboard will show you the configuration that best matches the criteria that you've entered. So that's quite a fundamental difference, because it moves towards the buyers deciding what's relevant for them, rather than us as analysts or even the vendors deciding what they should be looking at. So these are the two things: the segmentation from a grid perspective, and the addition of the interactive filter side of the leaderboard.
So lots of exciting changes then, I guess, as you say, you know, not only to keep the leaderboard ahead of market trends and the evolution of the market, but on the usability side of things too, which is great to see. Lots of
and there's
work.
a lot more coming up, right? There's a lot more. We've got a backlog of capabilities that we want to add and improvements we want to make. So watch this space. This is a continuing process.
Absolutely. No, that's exciting things to come as well. Yeah, and so if you haven't checked out the Aspire Leaderboard, please do go and have a look, set yourself up with a free account, and have a look and see what it's all about. As always, if you've got any thoughts or opinions or comments on this video or for future ones, just let us know at the email address below, or comment, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.